Good morning. Beautiful, gorgeous fall morning on the autumnal equinox. And when we think about the new season, we can't help but think about change, because everything around us is changing, the leaves are turning, and the weather is getting a little chilly, so it's beautiful. But change is like that. You know, it has its downsides. We lose the leaves eventually, but the beauty of it is the colors before that, and then the promise of spring after the winter. So change is a good thing. We're constantly changing every minute of the day. Every time we breathe, we bring new oxygen into our body, and it changes us. And we welcome that change. So the idea is that we should welcome all change, all new things to come. So close your eyes and let's come inside. And follow your breath. And you allow your breath to deepen. Take a deep, deep inhale and a slow, long exhale. And think about all the changes that go on inside your body every time you breathe. And slow that exhale down to relax and renew your body, to repair and renew. Big, full inhales, long, slow exhales. Come back to your natural breath and open your eyes to take in the light. So let's start our practice today in child's pose. So if you like to use a blanket, just place it on your mat. And start with your arms alongside your legs. So even if your legs are far apart, let your arms just relax, completely relax. And then look up. Look at the top of your mat. And send your arms straight out to the side. And then bring them all the way around in front of you and place your hands onto the mat in front of you. Take a deep breath. And then walk your hands off the mat, just off the mat. And inhale with straight arms. And then bend your elbows on an exhale and fold. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, fold. Once more. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, fold. Come back to straight arms and walk your hands in front of you. Long, parallel arms. Inhale, exhale, bend your elbows and fold. Inhale, exhale, bend your elbows and fold. Inhale, bend and fold. Inhale, straight arms. Take a breath. And on an exhale, walk your hands off the mat. Just off the mat. Inhale, bend your elbows and fold. Inhale, straight arms, look forward. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and then walk your hands back in front of you. You're going to bring your knees a little closer together if they're far apart. You're going to stretch your arms straight out in front of you. You're going to lift your hips. And you're going to bring your heart between your arms and lengthen your legs back behind you. So your legs are straight behind you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and on an exhale, send your hips back, but not all the way because we're going to come right back. Inhale forward. Look forward. Feel the stretch. Push your hands into the mat. Engage your core muscles to keep your middle from dropping to the mat. Inhale, exhale back. Inhale, come forward again. And exhale. Send your hips back. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders and come into a table, Barasana. So you're in table now. So here your wrists are under your shoulders or just forward of your shoulders. Your knees are under your hips. And let's begin with our dog spine, sending our heart forward and down, making a U shape with your back. Arching to the sky on an exhale. Now keep this going at your own pace to release our spines, open them up. And feel anywhere there's resistance, feel it and breathe into it. And the next time you're in your cat spine, pause. And then come to a neutral tabletop. You're going to step your hands up, one hand's length. You're going to turn under your toes. Lift your hips for downward facing dog. Send your hips on a diagonal. Your heels are moving toward the mat. They won't touch, but they're moving towards the mat. Your chest is moving towards your thighs. You're pushing the mat away with your hands. Inhale and exhale. On an inhale, come forward. Bring your left knee down under your hip, down to the mat under your hip. Swivel your right foot and fan open to the right. Send your right arm alongside your ear and send your fingers away, your toes away. Yeah, big stretch. So your foot may come up a little bit, it may not. And while you're here, you okay? Oh, okay. All right. And you're going to swing your arm, make a big circle with your arm. Let's open up our shoulder joint. And then bring your arm back down, bring your knee back down. And we'll do that on the other side. So you'll send your left leg back, swivel, Fan. Good. Extend your arm alongside your ear and stretch. Your fingers go one way, your toes the other way. Feel that stretch. And then circle your arm. And bring your hand back down, bring your knee down, and come to child's pose. Good, yeah. And you're going to come back up onto your knees. Right. So if you had a block, I would tell you to take your block and use it for stability, but you can also just lift your leg and walk it all around in front of you and send it in front of you. Or you can just step it in front of you. Yeah. Yeah, good. You're going to inhale your arms all the way up, walk your right foot away, send your hips toward the back, toward your calf. And then bring it down, straighten your legs on an inhale. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lengthen your leg. Exhale. Inhale. Then either walk your foot back or just step it back. Okay, good. Then step your left leg forward and walk it away. Inhale, your arms come up, you slide your hips forward. Exhale, straighten your leg. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Like you're skiing. Although I don't ski, so I don't know if this is what you do. Feels like it though. And bring your hand down and walk your foot back. Bring it back to where it was. Good. All right. So we're going to come to stand. And I'm moving forward so I can actually see this clock. All right. Get my blanket out of the way. Right. Okay, so come to mountain pose, Tadasana. So your feet are hip distance. They're about a fist distance away from each other. If you want to bring them a little closer, that's fine. Your shoulders are over your hips. Your hips are over your ankles. You're going to send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And just let your arms fall comfortably by your side. You're going to bring your belly towards your spine to help lift your spine up, your ribs up away from your pelvis. Crown of your head is reaching for the heavens, feet rooted. Inhale and exhale. Sun breaths, gather all that energy around you and exhale. Once more, inhale and exhale. Bring your arms up overhead, interlace your fingers. Your index fingers pointing upward like a steeple. Inhale, exhale, crescent moon in one direction. Inhale to center. Exhale, opposite direction. Inhale to center. And then you're going to keep your arms alongside your ears. Send your heart up to the sky for a standing back bend. Inhale, come back to your mountain. Let's do that again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale to center. Once again, try to keep your arms alongside your ears for a nice deep back bend. Release your arms while you're still in your back bend. Let them come around behind you. Interlace your fingers. Good. And send your knuckles down to the sky to deepen that back bend just a little bit more. And then release your arms and roll your shoulders. Right. You're going to bend your knees. Yeah. Like you're about to sit down. So you're not going to go very far. You're going to put your hands on your thighs. And we're going to do some cats and dogs from here. So on an inhale, you curl your spine forward. On an exhale, let it reach back behind you. Inhale and exhale, and keep it going. Do this at your own pace. Everybody moves a little differently. And the next time you're in your cat spine, pause. Let your hands start the journey down your legs as you bend a little bit more deeply and begin a little tiny squat. So your hands can reach the mat. Then you're going to send your arms straight out to the side like we did in child's pose earlier when we started. And you're going to rotate your arms a little bit as if you were pulling the curtain up. Pulling it up, and bring your hands together and down to your heart. Excellent. All right. So we're going to begin with going to do a couple of warriors with a little different twist than we normally do. So come to the top of your mat. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Step back as far as you comfortably can. Different for everybody, once again. And just look down, make sure your legs are in their own lane, like the legs of a chair. Send your arms straight back behind you. Now, remember, if you remember the story of Warrior One, he was born up out of the earth and he came up into existence. Virabhadrasana, one. Vira is hero, Bhadra is friend. It's your self, your hero friend inside of you. Bring your hands to a prayer. Make sure your knee doesn't go past your ankle, and if it does, then heel toe your foot farther away from you. Inhale, exhale your arms back behind you, interlace your fingers, that's Yoga Mudra. Square your hips, make sure they're square. They may not be exactly square, but as best as you can because of the angle of our legs. So, all right, so we're going to inhale and then exhale, come forward with a flat back. And come back up. All right, so here comes the new stuff. Bring your arms up alongside your ears. You're going to send your arms out to the side. You're going to come forward like you just did, only this time you're going to wrap your arms around your front leg. Good, good. Push your feet into the mat for added stability. And then you're going to release your arms, push into the mat, and allow yourself to come all the way up. We're going to do that again. Arms out to the side, straight from your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, come forward with a flat back. Wrap your hands around your thigh, your arms around your thigh. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring your hands down by your side and step forward. Could be 1, could be 2, could be 3 steps. Okay, let's do that on the other side. Send your left leg back behind you as far as it comfortably goes. Check. They're in their own lane. Sometimes it changes from one side to the other. I know it does for me. Right? You're going to send your arms back behind you. Inhale, warrior, up from the earth. Our inner warrior, getting ready for what the day has before us. Bring your hands to prayer. This time you might want to look up at your prayer. And bring your prayer down to your heart. Send your arms back behind you, Yoga Mudra. Inhale, exhale, come forward. Flat back. Crown of your head going one way, beautiful, very nice. And push into your feet to come back up. Send your arms straight out from your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, come forward same way and wrap your arms around your thigh. Inhale all the way back up. Arms out to the side. Exhale, flat back, come forward, hug your thigh. Inhale all the way up. We're going to do that once more. Arms out to the side. Inhale, exhale, hug. Hug your thigh. And then bring it back up. Come back to your warrior. Bring your hands down alongside your body and step forward. Okay. So we're going to come into Warrior 2 and try something new with Warrior 2. So you could face the long edge of your mat, but then you won't see the screen perhaps, or you can move your mat around. Or you can just step outside your mat for Warrior 2. So nice wide legs. Right. So send your left leg out to the side so that your toes are pointing away from you. Good, good. Right. And you're going to bend your left knee. And here again, remember, you don't want to send your knee, because this is a weight-bearing pose. You don't want to send your knee forward of your ankle to protect your knees. And your back foot is at a very slight angle, very slight. Right. And then your arms reach straight out. Make sure your shoulders are square. Square them off. And then gaze over your left hand. And breathe. Just breathe. Make sure that your left knee isn't collapsing in. You want to track your knee over your middle toe. And now we're going to send our palms out away from us. And we're going to use our bow and arrow. And you'll do this by bringing your right hand to your left in a prayer. You're going to pull on the bow. You're going to bring it all the way back, and then you're going to let it go. You're going to look up. You're going to watch that bow, that arrow. You're going to watch the arrow pierce a cloud. Oh, bringing us a rainbow. Oh, how corny is that? I love it. All right. And we're going to do it again. Left to right. Pull on your bow and let go of it. Once more. Pull on and let that arrow go. Beautiful. Bring your arms, rotate your arms so your palms are facing down again. Send your feet, your left foot forward. So all your feet are going in the same direction as your nose. And we're going to do that on the other side. So your opposite foot goes away. That's your right foot. Arms straight out. Your shoulders are squared. You're going to bend your right knee. Good. Looking over your right fingers. Sizing up your challenge. So you'll rotate your arms, palms away from you. And you're going to swing your left arm around. You're going to pull on that bow. You're going to let it go. You're going to look up to see where it lands. And you're going to do that again. Pull and release. Once more. Pull and release. And bring your hands down. And believe it or not, doing that pull is helping to strengthen your arms. Yeah. All right. So leave your legs wide apart. And then turn your toes so that they're at like a 45-degree angle. And bend your knees. Just bend your knees. Hands on your thighs. We're going to do this very slowly. You're just going to roll your hips. Roll your hips one way, and then reverse. Go the other way. And you're going to bend your knees maybe a little bit more. And you're going to let your arms just hang inside. And see if you can come down all the way down to the mat. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. All right, wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you can straighten your legs, maybe not. That is not a requirement. Bring your hands to your thighs and push into your thighs a little bit to help you come back up to stand. Bring your toes to face same direction as your nose, and then heel toe your feet together. Bring them together. Okay, excellent. Okay. Right. So just breathe. Just breathe. I'll take this off now. Okay. So remember how we hugged our leg in Warrior One? So step your right leg, come on the ball of your foot. Step it forward, but stay on the ball of your foot. You're going to send your arms straight out in front of you, and you're going to come to a flat back. And you're going to try. You might not get your arms all the way around because your knee is not bent that much, but hug your thigh anyway. Good. And then bring your arms back up, step back. Left leg, come onto the ball of your foot. Your arms are out. And wrap your hands around your thigh. And release it. Step back. All right. Okay, so here comes the big balance challenge. So you're going to come onto the ball of your left foot and lift it up and bring it down. Lift it up and bring it down. Lift it up and bring it down. Lift it up and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see those arms moving. That's good. That's good. If it helps you with your balance, do it. And bring it down. Okay. So let's do the other side. On the ball of your left foot. Lift it up. Bring it down. Lift it up. One side is always better than the other, right? And bring it down. It could be just a little bit, you know, whatever amount, any amount works. You're using your joints, so that's what we want. And you're perfecting your balance. So weight is shifted to your supporting leg. Bend your knee and bring it up, and we're going to hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Okay. Shall we go for a little bit longer? Yeah? All right, let's try it. Let's just try it. And if you come out of it, you come out of it. So what? Come on the ball of your right foot. Lift it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You fall out of it, you just come right back in. Right? So that's good. It's the effort that counts, right? So other leg. Lift it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it down. Wow, great. Great. Congratulations. That was wonderful. All right. All right. So one more thing we will do standing. And then we'll make our way back down to the mat again. So separate your feet just a little bit wider than hip distance. And again, bend your knees. Bring your hands to your thighs. And there's a breath here that I'd like us all to do. It's called Kapalabhati breath, and it's a cleansing breath. And what you do, some of you may know it as breath of fire. So you'll watch me first. You get to see my stomach stick out. Oh, great. And so you're going to bring your hand to your belly. You're going to breathe in and out, and then you're going to just breathe out through the nose like you're snorting like a bull getting ready for a fight. Yes. And pause. Good. Taking regular breaths. So you're breathing out through the nose. So think about how when you sniff for something, it's just the reverse of that. Like you're snorting, all right? All right, let's try it one more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. And big inhale and breathe, straighten your legs and come to stand. Okay, excellent. Excellent. That's a wonderful exercise if you have any thing like IBS or any digestive problems. Doing that like every day is highly recommended. You'd only need to do it just for a little bit like we just did it now, even one round. Okay, so let your shoulders drop, your head drop. Start to bend at the hips. Bend your knees and make your way back down to the mat. And come to sit. In Dandasana, your legs straight out in front of you. In Dandasana, that means a staff pose, staff. And your fingers are pointing forward, your elbows reaching back behind you, close to your ribs. You're looking forward, crown of your head reaching up. Your legs are active, your muscles are engaged, your feet are flexed. You're going to lift your right arm alongside your right ear. You're going to send your right arm outside your, did I say left arm? Right, okay. Your right arm outside your left leg, and you're going to bring your left arm back behind you, look over your left shoulder. Bring your left arm up alongside your ear, and you're going to go all the way around to do the same thing on the other side. Your left hand outside your right leg, your right arm supporting you, looking over your right shoulder. Turn back to center. Your arms up overhead, bend your knees. Inhale and exhale, come forward. Reach for the outside of your feet. If that is out of reach, then take your ankles, whatever is in reach. Inhale and then exhale, fold over your legs. You may wish to straighten your legs and come down a little closer, and you'll probably notice it's a little easier at the end of class to do this. Yeah. Look up at your feet, bring your arms alongside your ears and hinge all the way back up. Wonderful. Okay. So you're going to walk your hands back and back, and come onto your forearms. You're going to come onto the soles of your feet. You're going to lift your hips and bring your hips a little closer to your heels. Good. And then you're going to lift your legs up. Maybe they'll come up, maybe they'll stay bent. Either way, then cross one in front of the other. One, beautiful, beautiful. One in front of the other. Excellent. And then bring them both back together. Bend your knees, bring your feet down to the mat, lengthen your arms, and come all the way down onto the mat. And let your legs just splay open naturally for our Shavasana. Rotate your arms so that your palms are facing upward. Your fingers are curled in a giving and receiving mudra, a gesture. Feel your whole back body surrendering to gravity. Feel the changes you've just initiated in your body, from the crown of your head to your toes. Feel the weight and feel the lightness of your breath, as if it could lift you up. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Deepen your breath, beginning to reawaken your body. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you for a deep body stretch. Big, big stretch. And then bend your knees, bring them into your chest and hug them and roll from side to side. And then come to center, release your legs and roll over onto your left side, exposing your sun side to prepare you for the day ahead. This beautiful, gorgeous autumn day. And when you're ready, make your way up to sit. Bring your hands to your heart. And let's take all of this energy we've generated here as a group, wherever we are, and send it out into the world, hoping for change, hoping for a beautiful new change in this world. Send your wishes out into the universe. And if you wish to stay for meditation, you can do that. We'll be having a meditation now, or you can go on your way for your day. So if you are going to stay for meditation, then I suggest you come to a comfortable seat. If you can stay with your legs crossed on your mat, that's great, but we'll be here for, at least 10 minutes or so. So you might want to sit in a chair. And if you do that, if you're in a chair, have your feet touching the ground. You want to feel grounded. You want your feet rooted to the earth, connected to the earth. And during this meditation, there will be times when your mind will just, go off somewhere, and that's okay. What you can simply do when you have this thought that comes to mind, say later, later. And then come right back to your breath and to the feelings that we're holding on to. What we're going to do with this meditation, while it's guided, I'm going to give you periods in between of silence. And so keep holding on to the words you're repeating to yourself, to the feelings, to the sensations. And again, when your mind, if it wanders at all, our mind, that's what it does, you just come back to your breath and to your thoughts, your feelings. So close your eyes. And follow your breath. Don't change it in any way, but just notice it. Notice the flow of your breath. Realizing how it actually feels, as if it's going all the way up to the crown of your head, all the way down to your toes. Feel your breath. And think about how with every breath, you're regenerating every cell in your body, precipitating change, regeneration, newness. Notice how every day some little thing changes in your body. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's not so good. Let's breathe into that idea. Notice all the changes. Notice how your eyes feel when your lids are closed, but yet the sun is on your face. Feel the warmth of the sun on your face, changing how you feel, bringing warmth to your skin. And when a cool breeze comes by, notice how your body changes. Maybe you get goosebumps. How does this all feel? How do these changes feel? Hold on to that feeling, the feeling of change for the better, of change that opens new doors. How your body has changed from your yoga practice. Notice the change. Take a breath and hold on to the sensations of that change. And say these words to yourself with meaning, with feeling. I welcome change. I see change as an opportunity. I know I might have to let go of other things to welcome change. But I know change leads me to the path I was meant to be on, to learn new things, to open my heart. In your mind's eye, bring yourself outside. Notice the changing leaves, the reds, the yellows, the gold, the oranges. Notice the beauty of change. Look up at the sky and see the clouds moving by, changing. Notice how the sky changes because a cloud drifts by. Notice how good the sun again feels on your face. And drink in all the beauty that surrounds you. Make it part of who you are. Bring it inside. Bring it to your heart. Absorbing all of this beauty. Now bring to your mind's eye the image of someone you love very deeply, someone you have loved who may no longer be with you, someone who is so special in your life. Maybe it's a place. Notice when you look at that person or that circumstance, notice how you feel. Notice how that love fills your heart. And look at that person. And notice how that person has changed over the years and how your love has deepened as they have changed. And how your love has changed and gotten deeper and deeper and filled your heart. Feel that in your heart. Feel your heart as if it could explode with that feeling of love. Feel how your heart beats for that love. Feel your heartbeat. Hear it. Feel the sensation of that deep love. Let it fill you up. And return your attention to your breath. As you breathe in, feel the coolness of your breath traveling into your nose. Feel the warmth of your breath as you exhale. Feel your breath. Feel it fill you up. And bring your hands to your heart. Bow your head. And keep your awareness on your breath. Take a deep breath and a slow exhale. Allow your arms, your hands to open up and come down onto your thighs. And then slowly, very slowly open your eyes to take in the new day. Namaste. Thank you all so very much for joining me today.